The family court was a place that should be open to the press.
Yes.
And where are we going to put them? We can't put them in the civil court or the Supreme Court because press goes in there to report. So we have to put them in a place where nobody can see the morons that we're appointing to the court. Now, I know that because I worked in the family court as a lawyer. And it was frightening to see the mentality of people who were impacting on the lives of families and children.
The judges.
The judges. So I thought it was a great idea to have cameras in the courtroom when I became a family court judge. And
when you were a lawyer in front of these judges that you call morons, did you ever find yourself in contempt of court for such talk?
Well, I never called them a moron to their face. I had the opportunity to say to 60 Minutes, yes, you can come, or no, you can't. I said, if I allow cameras in my courtroom, perhaps that will open up the family courts so that people will be able to see what kind of justice is being delivered by this very expensive court system. I actually believe that in order to be a family court judge where you touch so many different issues involving family, you should have a family.
That's very interesting.
And because if you don't have a family,
a certain empathy comes immediately upon trouble.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. I'm glad that I found this clip of Judge Judy talking about this, because when you're in family court, it does feel like you're dealing with idiots. And the reason I say that is because I mean, there's changes that have been made recently. But the concept of, like, if you went if you think about as a child and a younger man, young woman, young adult, all the stuff you've seen about court, it usually wasn't family court. So what it was like crime, and somebody did something, they proved they did it. Somebody didn't do something, and they proved they didn't do it. So, the overall story is, if you did the right thing, nothing is going to happen, which is not necessarily true, but it's a general statement. But in family court, it doesn't work like that. Like, you're sitting there, and I'm gonna be clowning when I say this, but everything leads back to how much money did you make last year? If you're a man, like, that's what it leads back to. How much money did you make last year? Yo, my baby's getting abused. These are the pictures. These are the videos. These are the hospital bills. I understand that, but how much money did you make last year? Because when you hear how much money did you make last year, or they just completely ignore what you said, basically that means, we didn't already decided we ruling in favor of mom. And so evidence doesn't necessarily work. You get what I'm saying? That's an issue. And it becomes an issue because the things that you think, like, if somebody committed in a crime or offense, or if somebody lied, cheat, stole, you're like, if they're in family court, hey man, you caught somebody lying, cool. If you caught a man lying, throwing a book at him. You catch a woman lying, yeah, she definitely lied. But sometimes the judges don't even acknowledge that they caught the mother in the lies. Just I see. But how much money did you make last year? This is a blatant lie. We got the proof. We got the to the point where this is how stupid it got. The court had to have their own system of recording emails, text messages, phone calls, just because guys have been saying for years they've been getting lied on. and they've been getting alienated, and this has happened, and that has happened, and this, and it's like, oh, okay, to the point where, okay, let's put it in the system, and then they catch it. Don't do that again. And sir, how much money did you make last year? Okay, so what if this happens again? Well, if it happens again, we're going to do something about it. Oh, okay. Then it happens again. Then you back in court. This happened again. Yeah, it happened again. So what do you want me to do about it? You said if it happened again, you was going to do something about it. Did I say that? Well, what I'm going to do is say, sir, how much money did you make last year? But if it happens again, I promise you, something's going to happen. And then it happens again. And then you back in court. You said twice now you was going to do something. Ma'am, what did you do? And they'll say, you told me not to do this, but I did this, which is basically an offshoot of what they told them not to do. Well, she didn't do exactly what I told her not to do. She did a part of it. It's kind of technicality. So, how much money did you make last year? Oh, okay. Mm, interesting. Interesting. You've had situations where, you know, you need to pay your child support, sir. Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough. Now, when mom's in a situation she has to pay child support, there's no, how much money did you make last year, ma'am? There's none of that. There's, sir, why would you put a mother of your child on child support? What? Oh, so it's only child support. Oh, okay. Or they don't pay it. Hell, and or they cannot. You can pay child support, get custody, and still be paying child support. And by the time, and if you and by that time, if custody is no longer yours or they want the kid back, well, did you pay child support while you had custody of the kid for years on end? Yeah, I want my money back. Oh well, we don't know how to give men money back when they overpaid. Um, we just know how to take money from you. You give it back the same way you took it. Um, you know what, sir? How much money did you make last year? It's like, what the fuck? Okay. All right, this is what we doing? Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. They have these like um like this standard protocol that's set on certain points. Like these are what you're supposed to look at. These 10, 15, 20 things, if you're looking at a case and it's a family court case, just to see who's the better parent. If there's 10 and you're a man and you winning 7-3, you're gonna lose. And but how much money did you make last year? You could go 9-1. You could completely wash it. Well, how much money did you make last year? It won't make sense. So it looks idiotic. It's like, oh, y'all just here to collect money because y'all get some of y'all get a cut of the child support on the back end. So you go, he's making money. This is in the best interest of the child because you're making money, that the child stays with the mother, even though you may be the best parent, but because you're making more money, and it goes into my retirement. So it's in the best interest of your child is for your child to be with the mother who's not a better parent than you because you can put money into my retirement fund. So how much money did you make last year? I'm like, oh, okay. And but the whole time have this dumb look on their face like they don't know what they're doing. And then you're like, how the okay. And then like I say, like there's a thing where people bring their own personal bias into the court. You know, sometimes it's chivalry, sometimes it's she's attractive. Sometimes, it's they're pulling at your heartstrings. Sometimes you gotta, the man is evil thing in your mind, or you make the race different. Whoo, you make it worse. Sometimes if you rich, it's like, oh, I'm really gonna get money out of this one. You know what I'm saying? It's that, and the whole time people are telling you, man, look, the system it has its flaws. No, 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 it's not flawed. It's on purpose set up that way so people can make money regardless. You find out the kids are not getting taken care of. Well, well, yeah, we see that they're not really taken care of, and they're not well maintained. They're not going to school. They don't get good grades. They're really acting up. It's been like this. It's been terrible over there. But how much money did you make again last year? Oh wow! But it's in the best interest of the child. Hmm. And when Judge Judy said these people need their own family, some of these people have their own family. Some of these people I think get a kick out of fucking up people's families. Yes, my kids will have a chance because I'm gonna make sure this situation is as bad as possible, and I'm getting paid on the back end to do it. So I agree with it. Like, it's idiotic. It's idiotic. Like, because it doesn't make sense. There's a set of laws for mothers. There's a set of laws for fathers. The penalties are completely different. The child got abused by the mother. Child got abused by the father. Throw the book at him. Oh wow. Child got abused by the child got abused by the mother. Yeah, you can prove it. Yep. How much money did you make again last year, sir? Like, I think I told y'all the story. Like, before I go, this is what I meant. Um, got a friend of mine years ago. She's a lawyer, and we cool. I hope she's doing great. By the way, we were talking, and she had a client years ago. Little kid got in trouble, and it was bad. So one of the things that she could have done was like, look, we're gonna send him to. If we say he go live with his father, they might not charge him because you give him another shot over there. So the kid was cool with that per se, but I told her, I said, listen, they finna tell the judge they don't know where the father at, and she like, nah, they is not finna let this boy possibly go to jail because they don't want the dad to have custody. So she called me and she says, she said, man, I'm walking out in the hall and I'm hearing them talking to this boy about telling the judge that he don't know where his dad is. And they don't know where his dad is. And she just like, I can't believe this shit. And I was like, I told you. you know. And you can tell that to a judge because even though they know where these people are, especially when they're active and paying child support, they just, but how much money did you make again? Because they can find you. They know how to find you if you owe money. Oh, they send out them letters, and you're gonna find your new address, your old address. We're gonna forward it to where you're going. Or it's good. When it's time for custody, how much money did you make? I don't know. We don't know how to. We don't know how to change the paperwork. We don't know how to do that. We don't know nothing. And it's like, yeah, okay. So you're an idiot. And then you have the extreme cases where people are friends with people in the court and people screwing people in the court. And people are friends with a friend. Like, and then they just sit there like, and you have to find this stuff out. And they just sit there and look at you. I never knew about that. How much money did you make again last year? It's like, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hit you with a bat. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.